Hi everybody, welcome to Social Studies. So we are going to continue talking about how the colonists and the British government became mad at each other. The title of today's lesson is Colonists Resist British Government. Resist means fight back. Okay, so we start with a lot of review because we got to build on the story. It's like a story. Review from last lesson. In the 1700s, Britain needed money, so the British Parliament started taxing things that the colonists use. This is the British Parliament. It is a big group of people, British people at the time, who lived in Britain. They were men, and it did not have any colonists in that group. In 1765, the British Parliament passed the Stamp Act, which was a tax on all papers used in the colonies. Oh my goodness. You have to pay extra for all the paper you use. The colonists did not like the new tax. The colonists had no vote in the Parliament, so they thought the tax was unfair. Remember, this is Parliament. It only has British men who live in Britain, not colonists. So they're making decisions about colonists, but there's no colonists in the group. So the colonists said, no taxation without representation, the colonists said, right? Because they're not represented on the Parliament. The colonists began to protest, going outside saying, hey, we are upset about these taxes. The British taxed more products, such as sugar and tea. Oh my goodness. The colonists began protesting. Britain sent soldiers to control the colonies. So as more taxes came along, the colonists got madder, angrier. The Boston Massacre, we talked about that last time. In 1770, more than 50 people gathered to protest. The protesters yelled at the British soldiers, sorry guys, and threw rocks and snowballs at them. See, there were soldiers there. The soldiers shot at the group and killed 5 colonists. Not good, right? They called it a massacre because the colonists didn't have guns, only the soldiers, and they shot at people that could not defend themselves. Okay, now we've got something else that happened in Boston. This is the Boston Tea Party. Boston is in Massachusetts. Massachusetts is a colony in the New England region. The British Parliament also put a tax on tea. We said that, right? Tea was a favorite drink for the colonists. Oh my goodness, you're taxing my favorite thing. Like if they put a big tax on Mountain Dew, you'd be like, oh no, I'm mad, right? The colonists were upset. In December of 1773, a British company had 3 ships full of tea in Boston Harbor. So there's a bunch of ships and they have boxes of dry tea, because tea is like tea leaves and you put it in water, then you make tea, right? So a group of colonists dressed like Native Americans and went onto the ships. They climbed onto the ships. They threw all the tea into the water. Oh my goodness, see the boxes of tea? They're throwing them into the water. This event is called the Boston Tea Party. So that's what this event is called. They went on the ships and they took all the boxes of tea that were going to get sold and they just threw them, right? Threw them in the water. So after this happened, obviously nobody was happy now, right? Effects of the Boston Tea Party. The Boston Tea Party helped join the colonists together because everybody's like, hey man, we're all going to fight the British together. We're all unite all together. All the colonists say, Britain, you're bad. The Boston Tea Party made the British Parliament very angry. Remember the group that makes laws? They were like, boy, we are really mad. So all of this is leading to a war. Eventually, the colonies will become the United States, but they don't just go, okay, well, Britain, see you later. They fight because they want to become their own country, okay? And Britain doesn't want them to become their own country. They want them to be under their rules so they can tax them. Okay, that's it for the lesson. Remember, if you don't understand something, please click on the translation documents in Schoology. That's it for the lesson. Let's check our assignment. Okay, my friends, here's our assignment. Social studies assignment. Colonists resist British government. Decide if the following statements are true or false. Number 1, the British Parliament taxed several things the colonists used, such as paper, sugar, and tea. Is that true or false? The Boston Tea Party happened in 1973. Is that true? It only happened 47 years ago? Think about it. The colonists dressed like Native Americans during the Boston Tea Party. Match the following effects with their causes. Number 4, the colonists were mad. 5, the British Parliament became very angry. Number 6, the British Parliament was taxing the colonists. Here are the causes. This is what happened. The cause is why it happened. A, because Britain needed money. B, because the British Parliament kept taxing them. C, because the colonists threw all the tea in the sea. So you have to decide, is 4 A, B, or C, 5 A, B, or C, 6 A, B, or C. Okay, my friends, you can also text or email me if you have any questions. Hang in there. We are almost done with the school year. Just keep working hard. See you next time.